This illustration took me 4 months to make and the result is, yeah, you'll see. But how did we get here? Well, it all started back in April when I decided that I needed a new wallpaper. So I sketched this. The concept is kinda weird, but I thought that nobody besides me would ever really see it. I won't get too deep into it, but this was supposed to be a bit of concept art for a story I wanna make into something someday. All you need to know is that this goofy guy is trapped in a place with a bunch of that want to kill him. So the idea is pretty simple. He is fighting this thing and the rest is epic reaction shots. Now, first issue of this long series of mistakes, we get to this. And it's been over 2 weeks. And what was I doing in that time? Well, nothing, I guess, clearly not working on this. Of course, some stuff got moved around and refined and I did a bit of line art, but still, obviously not 2 weeks of work, even if this took a while. And another week goes by, and okay, there's actual progress being made here. We've got more of the weird shadow thing and some funky energy around the guy's arm. It's slow, sure, but at least it's something, right? No, we're now in June. And some things have changed. I mean, we've got some shading, some lighting, a composition change, and a much needed energy rework. Sure, it's been like a month and a half already, which is way too long for something like this, but at least things feel like they're heading in the right direction. Like it's all coming together and I can actually finish it soon. I added one light effect a week later, and then covered up most of it the week after that. It's actually been almost exactly 2 months at this point, and you can probably see where this is going if you're familiar with the sunk cost fallacy. Another like 2 weeks go by, barely anything got done. I already made this guy gloopier earlier, so all that really changed was the lighting on this weird chain and these few rings. At least this time I kind of had an excuse because I needed to study for my uni finals, but still not a great look. And oh yeah, speaking of, a whole month goes by. And can you see the difference? It took me a second to notice, and I actually drew the thing. To be fair, in the meantime I did have to focus more on this from the last video. But I'm gonna be very honest with you for a bit. This whole project is just an absolute train wreck. There are a few more updates after this, but I'm not even gonna bother. Nothing really changed much besides the eyes. So, very anticlimactically, we arrive at today. And yeah, no, it's still not finished. And it will probably never be. If we get philosophical for a second, I think this whole thing stopped being fun around this point. It's been well over 4 months and I just can't do it. I have reached a breaking point. I really didn't want to abandon this project because I liked the initial idea so much, and especially because I already spent so much time on it. But I just couldn't finish it either. I didn't want all the time and all the effort I put into it to go to waste. But at the same time, I felt like it needed to be this great and perfect thing to justify all that time and effort. So I thought, why not make it into a video? Maybe the added pressure will finally get me to finish. And yeah, that obviously didn't happen. I wanted to make some kind of video like 2 weeks ago. And I didn't want to start any new projects because I was already so deep into this one. But I couldn't actually do this one either because I just couldn't finish the illustration. There would be no ending, no conclusion. At some point, the idea in my head and the expectations I had for myself became so incredibly out of reach for my skills that nothing I did could possibly get me closer. It was this constant cycle that I guess I'm just trying to end, even if it means that this whole thing is kind of a pointless downer. But I guess, lesson learned. Just don't be an idiot. Maybe next time. Okay, take number another one, because for some reason the second one didn't record. I'm about to sneeze. Okay, epic.